Opposite, yeah, opposite. You know, I feel. You forget the mistakes. You forget them. They got to be Jan after the Jan. After the Jan. Mweze wanomayo, Uchina mweze wanomayo, Uchina mweze wanomayo, Mabaka na wanomayo, Mabaka na wanomayo, Mabaka na Hey. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mazezoke, and sadly, dedicating this stream this afternoon stroke evening to the memories of my brother, I would say, a man who many of you know very well by the talent God has given him to play the metal gong, the ogene. Igbo Jah, popularly known as Igbo Jah. Many of you who may have joined us one or two times in Enugu, Papara Avenue, where many of us, at the weekends, we go for morning exercise. Sometimes he comes and sometimes they play. And you know, Ogene has a spirit behind it. One of those times that you could actually do more than your normal kilometers, that by the time I look at, you know, normally I target to do 10,000 steps a day. But one of those times that the Ogene group joins us, you find out that you do 30, 40, sometimes 50,000 steps because of the Ogene itself. The energy never gets tired. And one of those moments, you know, it's really hot to address Igbo Jah in the... And I would dedicate this. This is one of the moments that, you know, for those who understand what I mean, this is him here in one of those moments that, you know, people join the procession to jog in the morning at Abara Square in Enugu. This particular one is dedicated to his memory. Brother, rest in peace. It's what? Honestly, it's an incredible tragedy. It's one of those. It's one of those news that would, maybe their spirits coming over, things are falling over here. It's one of those news that would make you really want to question certain things. A man who went out yesterday to perform, and for some reason, story has it that the anti-cult in Enugu accidentally shot him. And I think there is nothing like accidental discharge there. Police argues that that was an accidental discharge. Igbo Jah. And there's been riots in Enugu since morning. There has been protest in Enugu since morning because the people, that's to tell you, I mean, if you lived in Enugu, if you ever stayed in Enugu, I do not know if you ever come to Ogui Easter period when we do Ogene. Growing up as a child, that's where I learned how to play Ogene myself, how to power, forget whatever mesmerization we see. I play Ogene myself. I have 2 different sets of gong in my humble abode. So it is a spirit that lives within every Igbo man. There is the spirit behind Ogene and Doja mixed together. It can catapult you into some certain realm that only those who are initiated would understand what I mean. And to see that the man who gives so many joy in that which he knows best, using his talent to make people happy, his life is taken away by a police officer who the police is telling us now that it was an accidental discharge. Then I ask, if it was an accidental discharge, how come his body was riddled with bullets 8 different places? 8 different places. Now, that was earlier today. You can see here that the family, because there was, the people of Enugu was ready to really go out to make things, destroy things and get really angry with the police. But thanks goodness that some wisdom and some elderly people came out to begin to quell the angry youth in Enugu today. Also, that the police, even you will see it on some of the video, even when some of these things were happening, the police initially appeared sober, spoke to the people in a very calmly manner, but suddenly the police appears to have lost it and trying to use the same useless force they used in killing the man to quell the same thing, right? This were one of the elders, here addressing the community, the Ukui community, telling them, please, we should calm down. And this is one of the relations. Yeah. The same mother, the same father, he's basically giving them the house related to them.
I have to go with the person and go to the police. I'm a lawyer. As early as 5:30, I know not anti-call. I have to go.
So what this man is trying to say, he started by explaining how the relationship he has with the family, and he also pointed out that Igbo Jah's elder brother was also there, reassuring the people that they have also gone to the police, that it is true that the police, that the guy who shot Igbo Jah is also in the police custody, you know, and that's, you know, all this was being done to ensure that the people did not take their anger to the street.
Which kind of mistake like that? Where am
Really, what a tragedy. What a tragedy. When one looks at the whole scenario, it really points to one thing, either that the officer has a personal issue with the man in question, or that he does not understand his job, or that he was poorly trained. See, sometimes when people say move around with all these police people, I said, no, I move around, I don't have any security. Because look at it, you tell me accidental discharge and you shoot someone 8 freaking times, 8 times, 8 times. For what?
I'm not supporting him. What I'm telling you, what is happening for Enugu State, let them make Babuya peace. We are not doing this because of Biafra. We are doing this for the North. And nobody worry nobody. And anybody who worry anybody, that person get worried. Because they wasted his soul for what?
Well, you know, if you go to Anambra, for instance, in Nibo over the weekend, we lost 16 people. On Tuesday, I believe Tuesday and Wednesday, we lost another 6 people. Now, that one they said is unknown gunmen, but the one of 16 that happened in Nibo during the New Year festival, they said is cult-related activity. Some state governors, especially within the southeast and the south-south, where you have the menace of cultism increasing these days, some of these state governors have begun to push for more police presence, you know, to stop this younger one into getting into these vices or curtailing them. I agree. There is need to use, you know, to fight these cult madness. I call it madness. It doesn't make sense. Recall at the higher institutions. I mean, they will come then trying to, you know, then I think I had a nickname, talk show. Oh, talk show, come and join us here. I mean, I just look at all of them. You're not smarter. You know, I mean, there is no ramification. And I saw no gain in joining them. The only thing I did then was to play with the kegite, drumming bar, because I play drums. But to go join and to harm another person, that's led to the state getting so much police into the state and having a squad called the anti-squad. Recall that Enugu has UNEC, Enugu has IMT, Enugu has Osisatec, Enugu has a suit. About 5 university campuses, campuses are there in Enugu, right? Some of you say Biafra is our future, no going back. I mean, what does Biafra has to do with this? See, a human being is lost. You're talking about, some of you sometimes get a grip. So, if we look at this, and one other video that I want to share with us is when the people angrily now went to town. Anyway, before I share that video, honestly, I don't want to share his lifeless body. His lifeless body breaks one's heart. And you can also see from the picture of his lifeless body how the bullet is riddled all over him. But one thing I will do is that I'll play this video and I'll interject and explain what the young man is saying. This is, the community town, the community center, and this man is now explaining. That was in that same building that you saw before, but this is now like the OB, the sitting area inside. And this young man is explaining to them how that bullet is riddled, and he's asking the same question that I asked. How come accidental discharge is boom? It goes one. Accidental discharge is not ta 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 8 times. How about now? That one don't pass accidental discharge. That's my point.
Another boy on a Niger Foundation now by
He says there is another boy also that was affected that is in the Niger Foundation with a bullet wound on his waist.
Today again, I don't know if internet or today all the other fire. And I see police. It gets with us no growing to say by 9 p.m. as no growing to say state and nobody say that. Today Igbo Jah buy 8 bullets as no straight bullets.
So he's questioning, how do you have 8 bullets inside the person's body? Then the argument is that those are stray bullets from accidental discharge. It beats the imagination of any sane individual.
8 good bullets on the both sides of his body, Manubia. A man is good for him. 8 good times. Of accidental discharge. This is something of police and too much and the way they are about it. Young people. Move for that. I got go back several times. I'm release it. I got touch of these boys.
Now, and I think this will bring. I believe here that the government needs to listen to this and take action as well. What he's now saying, people are now angry coming out because it's Igbo Jah, a popular known musician who uses the metal gong in our parlance, that is the ogene, to play music. The people are now getting angry because he's a known face and loved by the people, loved by his community. The question this young man here is saying, or asking, why is it that the police appear to then arrest indiscriminately young people, torture them, in most cases to agree that they are cult people, even when they may not be?
Small children, they tear on video. My own and they think they get people that need to call this for no trust.
You see, now I believe my people in Enugu, I believe you're listening to this. Governor Mba and Ichukudem, the Commissioner of Information, all of you, I will still send this video to you. Please listen to this, what young man is saying. That the anti-cult in Enugu appear to torture young people to the point that they will agree to crimes they never committed, societies they never belonged to, only for them police to turn back and ask the families to bring 1 million naira. Now, there is nothing else one can say here rather than to say that this is indeed a business or has become a business venture by the police. That is the only logical thing. It has become a business extractive venture by the police, right? That the police is now using this to extract money, to extort money from those that they ought to protect. So who knows the conversation that happened with the police before even this man was shot? Who knows if he had accosted Igbo Jajaja to Roger, and he did not before this thing happened. There is a video we'll publish today. You see it in Ebony, entering Ebony. One of us secretly recorded the video. You see, police put cement bags filled with sand, put them high, and stay there and collect toll from the keke okada riders, people who are already at the lower cadre of the society. You hold them down and you collect this money. So these governors, please, let's wake up and deal with these things. Honestly, look at a life lost.
Of the affair. Excellency look into it.
So the young man is saying it's not fair, and that the authorities must and definitely look into it. And I agree. I agree 1,000,000%, because this is not right. Like I said before, I wouldn't honestly share the video of the video of his lifeless body. People, it hurts to actually look at that, right? So now let me share this with us. As this eventually happened today, the people came out and were angry, and you can see this bonfire happening here, right? And funny thing is, as the people were protesting, they were using the same gong that he lived his life with, that he lived his life by, to protest. You see them. Do not mistake this to be a carnival or fun. No, it's because he is a musician who plays with the ogene, and the protest earlier today in Enugu happened with ogene as well. Now, the vehicles you're looking at here, the moment this thing happened, the local government chairman with police escort came to the scene. I must give them kudos. This is how government should respond immediately, because I believe his presence, you will see why I said this is how government should respond immediately. His presence actually calmed the people down. And thank God for the guy who recorded this video, that made it possible for us to see how calm the people were. And even in the midst of the calmness, the police on the other side, because there are two police now. This one side here is the police that came with the local government chairman. The other side is the police that is trying to, quote unquote, restore peace in Enugu.
Heavy police presence here. Heavy police presence. The Enugu State, Enugu North local government chairman, Ibanako, is here to address the angry crowd.
When we talk about holding government to account, it's not going to be enough to come early to intervene to avert further escalation. I give it to him, the Enugu North local government chairman. Honestly, fantastic job that you didn't just wait until things get out of hand, because if not, one never knew what they could have gone to the police station, raised it down. But by the intervention and by the community also, the community leaders also coming out quickly and timely, addressing the youth, assuring them that they know, they have seen that the police officer who shot this guy is already arrested. and does not end there. We must ensure that justice is done, and that as well justice is done to Igbo Jah and to the wife and children that he left behind. Now, if you watch forward, you will see a set of police officers at the other side. These officers are different from the one that came with the Enugu North local government chairman. You will see in full camera glare, these police officers are still trying to throw tear gas.
See them. They are shooting at us. 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 Enugu North local government chairman is here. Yeah, they are still shooting. See, tear gas. They just shot tear gas at us. See. Peaceful protesters. They've been shooting at us. See. Look at them.
You see, I thank the Enugu local government chairman and the elders that came out to quell the situation. If we go by the madness exhibited by the police, the youth would have angrily destroyed all the nonsense, all the, probably the police station or whatever you call it. The youth, may have gone to do that. But like I said before, for the for the timely intervention of these individuals aforementioned, then the situation was brought under control. But here you can see, because what the younger ones have actually done, if you pay attention, the bonfire was not on paved road. The bonfire was on sand, broken roads, right? Because I tell people, on no account shall you get angry to a point that you set on bonfire on Cotard Road, because we are destroying the little we have. And the politicians will now come steal more money to even go and repair it.
See police. See police. Almost see police. Fuck. Jesus. What the fuck, bro? They come out of mad. Easy. They come out of mad. Fuck. Easy. Fuck. They come out of. See them, they are running. The police now, boss. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck.
You can see how the youth are now, how they were breaking those stones. Interlock is good for road paving, but it's also a dangerous weapon in certain circumstances. I think that was during the End Bad Governance protest in Kaduna and Kano that we saw a whole street with interlock. When it was time to fight the police, those interlock were converted into weapons of mass destructions and was used against the police and the public, right? So the bottom line here is, people, I will say once more, may his soul rest in peace. But we must, myself included, we must keep demanding for justice for the deceased brother You know, met him a couple of times. We've met in some of the, you know, where we relax in Enugu in the evening. Where Ogene, I think in one of the, I think was it at the Bristol, I think village Bristol or so. I think one of the times that they came over, you know, there is a time they played Ogene. I had to go. I said them come, let them get the Ogene. I took the Ogene and I played with them. It was fun. I mean, it was just like, come on, even you yourself savvy how to play. I say one Madara aka ọkwa nụ nka na-egwu ọmala agba. You know, but having said that, it's indeed tragedy. You know, seeing his lifeless body, it's something I can't describe. I can't describe how I feel. You know, seeing his lifeless body for a man who went out last night to entertain the people in a way and manner that he knows how to do best, but never returned. One name, Jen Koma. Rest in peace. Honestly.
Enugu North Local Government Chairman is here. Enugu North Local Government Chairman is here. Ibe Nako is here. The DSS is here. DSS from Government House. This is the DSS from Government House. I can recognize his face. And Ibe Nako, Enugu North Local Government Chairman. The government is here. The government is here. The government is here. After the police chased us, I shot at us. It's crazy.
So I would leave us with the following. One of his tunes, you know, I believe this was one of the events he attended in Anambra State. And you know, they have one among a joker. When you see the way he carries himself in the shoes of the ancestors.
Okay, man.
Brother, may your soul rest in peace. On that note, I leave us with one of his tunes when we do Saturday morning exercises. Sometimes that even the former Minister of Aviation, Osita Chidoka, sometimes joins. You know, when we do this, when we do the jogging just to keep body and soul together. It's indeed sad to see him no more and to address him in the past. May your soul rest in peace. Bye from here.